sacrifices must be made. This is home for a platoon from Ukraine's 92nd Brigade. They've a few small rooms in an abandoned house. They're crammed in tight. Meals are eaten standing up. Not that Senior Lieutenant Eugene Gramadsky gets to spend much time here. He's had only 2 hours sleep, but again needs to head out to the front. There's a Russian counterattack underway. This war has shaken the world and Ukraine, but the 22-year-old lieutenant hasn't wavered. He's been fighting since the war's very beginning. When his army veteran father was killed on the first day of the invasion, he didn't falter. This was 9 months ago when I first met Eugene, at the start of a conflict that would transform him and his country. He just recently graduated. He and Ukraine were ill-prepared. Today, Eugene and his country bear the scars of lessons learned. There have been a lot of casualties in this war. You've lost a lot of people. Do you fear death?
The person who is not afraid is already dead. If you meet death with open arms, it will avoid you because death loves the brave. That's why I don't think about death. I only think about life, the lives of my comrades and the lives of those in my unit.
These are the men who have Eugene's back, who stand at the ready in this winter wasteland, exposed to Russian firepower and the elements. They're trying to halt a Russian breakthrough. There's hardly any cover here, so they move as fast as the cold allows, knowing that Russian guns will soon find them.
The enemy's positions are being hit by fire. They're trying to advance, but our artillery is helping our infantry with a counter-offensive. And we will keep fighting until the end. It's our land. It's our blood.
Time is up. The Russians are targeting them.
Let's go there.
Their aim for now is off, but it's closing in. Artillery strikes a nearby tree line. Eugene's comrades hit the trenches. There's fierce fighting up ahead. The Ukrainians have taken a lot of ground here. But for all the sophisticated weaponry and all the ammunition, this is what it comes down to in the end. Men, mud, and an enemy which is within rifle range. Ukraine is still advancing here, but winter is coming, and the next few months are going to be a slow, hard grind. But in these conditions, it's tough maintaining momentum. When Ukrainian soil turns into soup, regaining every step of territory is a slog.
We need to work on that village over there.
It's one of only a couple of dozen villages still in Russian control in Kharkiv region. Every day is a battle for the upper hand. The road they must travel is dangerous, pitted with Russian hits and misses. In the freezing cold, everything is an effort. They've lost men on this route. And the bitterest months still lie ahead here. Other than a tank, this armoured personnel carrier is about the only thing that can get through this thick, thick mud. And as you can see, even it's struggling. The men have done a lot of miles in this vehicle, and they credit it with saving their lives when they were hit from a grenade launcher. As we move along this front line, Eugene shows me on his phone what they're up against.
This is the same armoured personnel carrier that I'm in now. This was earlier though, and you can see how close the fighting is. There are 20 odd Russians in this building there, and this is Eugene and his men opening fire on them. None made it out alive.
Movement is spotted.
A little bit to the right, on the corner over there, right behind the hangar.
These are the daily battles the men face. Today, some ground is won, but tomorrow it may be lost. And so it repeats as the casualties mount on both sides.
To be honest, there were many comrades who died, who I knew personally. They were ideological people who kept moving forward, who never stopped. But it's a war, so there is no time to be sad.
Some 13,000 soldiers have already died defending Ukraine. And away from the front, millions more will spend a freezing winter in darkness because of Russian missile attacks. And this Christmas, it will be candles for the fallen that light the homes of Ukrainians. Natalia had two heroes in her life. Her first, her husband. He was killed on the first day of the war as he defended the city.
Can you describe your husband to us? What kind of a man was he?
He was a patriot, a real patriot of our country. He was a Ukrainian.
You must miss him.
A lot. I miss him a lot. Especially on the weekends. Every weekend we used to go to the cinema. We'd go to the theater. Or we would just go for a walk to see nature and historical places and visit other cities. We used to travel so much together. Of course I miss him. It's okay.
And Natalia's trials are far from over. Her other hero is her only child. She's Eugene's mother. The young lieutenant fighting at the front, seen here with Oleg, his father, who died in battle. She has given everything for Ukraine.
9 months into this war, do you have a message for other Ukrainian mothers?
I want to wish them to always believe that everything will be okay with our children and to always wait for them. Mother's love is a big power. We need to believe that everything will be fine. Surely.
Quentin Somerville, BBC News, Kharkiv.